Thanks for joining us on Into the Mystic Sailing. This is episode 44. Man, that's hard to believe. Episode 44, we're in Titusville, Florida. We're going to be moving to Melbourne Harbor in Melbourne, Florida. Titusville, great little marina. Lots of stuff to see and do around the area. The Space Coast is right there. Just really a nice shot. We only have about 36 miles to go. This is us leaving the dock. This is one of those docks that we call a finger dock. They don't go all the way back to the aft end of your boat. So it's this little kind of a half dock. Always makes it a little bit tricky to get in and out, but we do it. You can see we have the system down pretty well. Once we clear the dock, we turn and we're going to head out and head back into the intercoastal waterway. But we have done this so many times in so many different areas. It's almost second nature to us now. You can see Char up front coiling the lines to get everything back in ship shape so it doesn't get fouled on the prop and all of that. It's just one of the things that you learn. Everything has a place, and if you don't put it back in its place, you're probably going to get messed up at somewhere down the line. So you try to eliminate as many of the issues and potential problems as you can, knowing that you can only do so many. But we take a time. We bring the fenders in. We bring the lines in. There's just a lot of preparation that goes into it to make sure that we get out safely, that we don't run into something, that we don't foul the prop on a line or something. It's just one of the things you pick up out here that is really important to keep on top of everything that you're doing, for sure. We have a little breakfast treat as we leave Titusville. We make coffee. Char has some pastries for us. And then we get our first stowaway. This pelican lands on the deck of the boat. You can see it's still pretty early. The sun's still coming up. We don't know at this point, should we scare him? Should we get him off the boat? Is he going to do damage? Is he going to take a shit? We don't know what he's going to do, but we just decide, whatever, he's probably tired and needs a little break. You can't fully appreciate, nor how could you, how big these things are. The wingspan is probably 4 feet. There's a good shot of his right eye. Their wingspan is about 4 feet. They are big. Their beaks are big. Their claws or talons or whatever they are big. We just decided to let him stay there. He stayed with us for just about an hour, and we didn't move him. He just decided to leave when he wanted to leave, and that was okay by us. He didn't make a mess. He didn't tear anything up. It was a mutual respect kind of a thing. We're not going to approach you. We surely don't want you back in the cockpit with us. Look at his beak. Look how, that's a good shot Char got there. And he just sat there for about an hour and then looked around a couple of times and just picked up and flew away. Nice to have him aboard. He was beautiful. They're a lot of fun to watch, of course, but the water's starting to get that blue-green, that what you're hoping for when you get to anywhere close to mid or South Florida. You're hoping for that gorgeous blue water. Again, we're only going 36 miles into a little place called Melbourne Harbor Marina in Melbourne, Florida. Nice day. I saw a right whale in the distance. They have a different blow pattern than what a dolphin does. It comes out kind of in like a V, and we saw one, so that was pretty cool. It's a pretty narrow channel. When we called on the radio to get a slip assignment, the dock master said, "Hey, just so you know, somebody with a 5.5-foot draft, that's what's under the water, which is exactly what we have." He said, "Just so you know, they kind of had to push through a little bit of mud to get in. So we're going to move your slip assignment a little further out so you don't have to come in quite as far because we have a boat stuck." This is us coming into the slip, and it is exactly about 5.5 feet deep. We get close and we have a dockhand waiting there, and we can feel the mud underneath the keel of the boat as we are trying to get in. We throw him a line, and between he and the Yanmar engine and Char and I kind of rocking the boat back and forth, we finally get it in the slip, but we can tell that we're in mud. We're hoping that in the next morning that we'll be able to get out. We did. It took a lot of effort, and a dockhand and myself on the front of the boat pushing to try to break it free from the mud, but we eventually make it out of there the next morning. We have a quick sail, 29 miles. We're going to head to Vero Beach, which is where we're going to stay for the next couple of months as we stage up and get ready for our crossing into the Bahamas. We're on the Intercoastal Waterway here, and we're approaching Vero Beach, which is going to be our home on a mooring ball for the next couple of months, again, until we head south to West Palm Beach, where we're going to stage up for our crossing over to the Bahamas. We have gone 2,571 miles to get to this point. We're so excited to get to Vero, where we can stop and kind of relax a little bit. Vero's a really cool place. Can't wait to show you. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week on Into the Mystic Sailing.